All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Madrid. And we've got a big match. Big rematch on the cards. When the draw came out, we all looked at this match and we thought, could it happen? It was only one match. Only one player had to win one match and we would have got it. And it happened. Eala won the first round. She's into the second. She takes on Swiatek. It's a rematch of what we saw a couple of weeks ago, which was one of the biggest upsets, if not the upset of the year so far. Eala versus Swiatek. Let's get the preview because since that match, both ladies have gone off and played different events, and then they meet again. Let's have a look at what they did in the meantime. Iga Swiatek versus Alexandra Eala is a blockbuster second-round match at the Madrid Open for 2025. And both players are coming off very successful seasons so far. Eala entered this tournament as a number 72 in the world, the 14-win, 8-loss record, and her best result, of course, being at the Miami Open, making the semifinals there, eventually losing to Pegula in a very close three-setter, where she had opportunities. So, obviously the best result of her career so far in her WTA career. She actually got her best win during that tournament by beating Swiatek, the lady she's playing today. But you could also add Madison Keys into that as well, because she did have a lot of good wins to get to that semi. Her worst loss, though, was against Riza at the start of March, which was just before Miami, who's 266 in the world. Her form has been great, of course, because of that Miami run, but did get a little bit of a taste of the clay the other day, which will hopefully help her in this match. Swiatek entered the tournament as number 2 in the world, with a win-loss record for 2025, 22 wins and 7 losses. Her best result was the final of the United Cup, where she unfortunately lost to Gauff, 6-4, 6-4, and Team USA ended up beating Poland in that. And it's a little bit strange that it's her only final of the season so far. The best win, though, was against Raducanu during that tournament. She's actually beaten Raducanu a couple of times. Her worst loss, though, was against Eala, the first player, I think, outside the top 100 to beat her in a long time. Her form has been a little bit all over the place as well. Last week, of course, losing to Ostapenko, who ended up winning in Stuttgart. So she's looking to get some wins on the board, especially ahead of her defense of Roland Garros. These two have only played the one time before. Of course, that was a couple of weeks ago in Miami with Eala getting the win in a close second set. The first set was pretty one-sided. But this is on the clay, so we'll see if Swiatek can adapt and try and get that win over Eala and avenge the loss that she took in Miami. If Eala's going to win this one, she's going to have to play super aggressive like she did in Miami. Now, luckily for the Madrid clay, it's a little bit quicker than most of the clay courts going around, especially the clay court last week where she played in Portugal. So her game should be able to adapt a bit better, and she has to play that game that she did against Swiatek if she's going to get another win here. If Swiatek's going to win this one, she just forget about what happened in Miami and remember that this is a different surface and this is her surface. She's won this title before. She won it last year, of course. She's beaten really big names here in Madrid, so she's going to have to use that experience and use that confidence again to try and get the win. Really big matchup and a really interesting rematch that we saw from a few weeks ago, but I'm going to go with Eala in this one. I think that her game on these faster courts in Madrid might actually work for her, and maybe, Swiatek coming off the loss against Penko and also only just having lost to Eala might still be a little bit nervous, and this hasn't been her best clay court tournament in her history. So I'm going to go with Eala in the upset here in a close three-setter, but let me know in the comments below who's making the third round. All right. So here is the draw. Eala took out Tomova in the first round, and you've also got Noskova and Carly in the top part of the draw. So even if Swiatek does get through this matchup, she does have a possible matchup against Noskova, and of course we all know that Ostapenko is a possible matchup in the fourth round. So yeah, there's potentially a lot at stake for Swiatek, a lot going on for Swiatek going forward. This is just the second round after all. Alexandra Eala, she's number 72 in the world. It's 19 years old from the Philippines. She is 5'9", left-handed, 15 wins and 9 losses on the year. She has no titles yet, but I'm sure that will change. And her form has been good, like I said. Had a really good week, obviously, in Miami. But last week, she played a solid first-round match. Second-round match went down to a better clay quarter. But this is a little faster, these surfaces, and the sun's out today as well, so it should be maybe even faster than what it was when she played Portugal last week. Even her first round, it might be a little quicker. All right, and Iga Swiatek, number 2. She has to win this tournament or get to the finals if she's going to stay there, because there's 2 players behind her that could take her spot, which is kind of crazy to think. 23 years old from Poland. She is 5'9" as well, right-handed. 22 wins and 7 losses on the year. She has got no titles this year. 22 career titles. Hasn't won a title since Roland Garros last year. It's been a minute since she's won a title. Her form's been a little bit shaky too, especially from someone we know that was unstoppable This time 3 years ago. She was on the streak this time 3 years ago. And there's that one match they played, the Miami match. Eala getting the win. And, I picked Eala to win in 3. I know it's clay, I know it's Swiatek, and I know I've never picked against Swiatek for 3 years on a clay court. Even last week I picked her against Penko, and I picked her against, everybody. But I don't know. I'm scared for Swiatek. I don't know. I just feel like it's such a right now is such a she seems beatable. Swiatek on clay at the moment. I mean, Zhang beat her in the Olympics. Penko obviously beats it. We know that. We know she gets her there, and even here last year, she almost lost to Sabalenka in that final. And I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's a lot at stake. She's got a lot of pressure. If she loses, she could lose her number 2 spot, and further fall behind Sabalenka at number 1. I mean, there's just so much on the line. Whereas Eala, if she loses this in straight sets, that's probably what's supposed to happen, right? I mean. Eala lost to Swiatek, the Queen of Clay, on a clay court in straights. Okay, that's normal. A lot of players have lost to Swiatek on clay. So she can play whatever the hell she wants to play. She shouldn't be... And by the way, there's not a big crowd in there too, so it's not going to be like this Miami crazy crowd like it was the first time they played. So, I don't know. I feel like that's a recipe for disaster for Swiatek. But how are we doing, chat? By the way, chat, who watched the Alcaraz documentary? Such a shame that he's not playing this tournament, because obviously it was meant to be the reason why it came out when it came out was because he was going to play. And I tell you, if you don't love Carlos Alcaraz, or if you're not a fan of Carlos, or maybe you're just like, you don't really like, you're just like, whatever. Like you're not like, if you don't like him, you're not going to like the documentary. But if you're like, he's okay, watch that documentary. You will love him. I loved it. I'm a fan of Alcaraz, and I loved it. I was like, this is great. The way him and Rafa are like going at each other, like mucking around. So fun. So fun. And by the way, if you're a fan of the big 3, they make appearances. It's the hidden nostalgia when Roger comes in. I don't know, Chad. It was great. It was great. Sinner's involved. I don't know. It's just awesome. You'll love it. If you like Alcaraz, you'll love Alcaraz after it. Yeah, I just binge watched the whole thing. I watched the whole, it was like 2 hours, like two and a half hours, just watch the whole thing in one go. All right. Swiatek walking out. Eala's already on the court. Here we go. By the way, Andreeva just won earlier today before this match. What else is going on? Sonigo just beat Kecmanovic. Schneider is beating up volley nets. Noskova is down a break in the first set. Remember, the winner of this plays Noskova or Carlet, and Carlet's up 3-1. So that's something. Nishikori won earlier today. What else happened today? What else happened today? Bencic won. Haddad Maya won. Apparently the first time in like 3 months since she's won a match, so that's good. Kalinskaya got the win. Navarro's winning at the moment, so a lot of things going on. And then we've got, after this match, we've got Fonseca. Fonseca comes up straight after this, so stay tuned. We're not mucking around today. And then tomorrow's like a crazy day. Tomorrow's just so much going on tomorrow. All right. And Navarro's up 1 set against Joint. Echeverry played for 3 hours and 20 minutes. I saw that too, yeah. That was brutal. That would have been brutal. Right, Eala, she's kind of wearing the Alcaraz purple. Even though she's not sponsored by... oh, no, she is. It's the exact same outfit. It's just for the ladies. Yeah, she's wearing the literal... And I'll tell you this. I mean, god damn. Nike's got Sinner, Alcaraz, Eala. Okay. Yeah, good pickups. All right. Here we go. They're going to toss the coin, and we're going to find out who is going to play, who's going to serve. Got a soccer match. Vancouver versus Miami. Oh, nice. Is Messi playing? Not that many people there. Kind of disappointing. But also I know, like, you know, in Spain in the middle of the afternoon, like, you know, there's different cultures and shit. But yeah, this is, this is definitely a bigger match for tennis fans who aren't able to get there. Like, this will, like, people watching this match, it's more important for the television than because obviously there's not that many people in the stadium, which is kind of weird. I guess this, it's just what it is, right? Alex is a one-time wonder. All right, good luck with that. I mean, she's 19. She's probably got plenty. She's got plenty of time to do another thing. Oh, they're going to take a photo. You see, that's serious. All right. I think, by the way, it says they're both the same height. Eala is definitely shorter. 5'9". They're both 5'9"? No. Either Swiatek's taller than 5'9", which she would have told everybody she was. But she's probably... But Eala's shorter than Swiatek. They're not the same height. No chance. One time 119. Yeah, it's crazy to say, right? Yeah, you can stop spamming, please. Thank you. What's wildcard in for Eala? So WC means wildcard. She got a wildcard to this event because her ranking so what happened, again, it's a little complicated, but just bear with me, right? So 6 weeks before an event or before a draw comes out is when the entry list comes out. So whatever the rankings are 6 weeks before a tournament, whatever those players are ranked is who gets into the tournament without having to play qualifiers or needing a wildcard. Now, Eala 6 weeks ago was not in the top 100. It was before Miami 6 weeks ago, right? So 6 weeks ago, she needed a wild card because her ranking wasn't high enough. So that's why. Whereas if her ranking was this high 6 weeks ago, she would have got in without having a wild card. So that's why she got a wild card, because her ranking wasn't high enough. Next week, I think she's just missed out on the cut. But if a couple of players do pull out, she will get into the main draw. Top 70 usually get in to these events without having to play qualifiers. So that's sort of where we're at. Hopefully that made sense. No one knew who she was 6 weeks ago. Yeah, 6 weeks ago she was... but she was getting wild cards for Madrid the last couple of years, though. Every year she's been getting wild cards almost since like 2022, I think. I can't see Uncle Tony, so I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people knew about her because she won a Grand Slam junior title, but she wasn't like 6 weeks ago. People weren't talking about Eala as like this threat. It was 6 weeks ago. It was Andreeva time. Like, everyone was talking about Mirra Andreeva 6 weeks ago, and then Miami happened, and now it's Alex Eala is the talk of the town, right? And Andreeva is still, people talk about her still, but she's kind of like, I mean, she went back to back when she just won Indian Wells, and then, so Eala looks locked in. This is going to be interesting. Swiatek has to play incredibly good. Otherwise, we're going to get a repeat. I tell you what Swiatek can't do, which is what she did, which is what happened in Miami a little bit. She can't panic. She's got to try not to panic, because she panicked. It looked like she panicked in Miami, especially in the second set when she was leading. I think she was leading in the second, like 4-3 or something, or 4-1 even. She just can't panic when things are not going her way, because Eala's going to hit winners. Eala's going to be is going to be a little unpredictable, right? We know that. She's going to hit shots down the line when you're not expecting it. She's going to hit winners from different parts of the court when you're not thinking they're going to go there. She's a little bit unpredictable. So Swiatek's just going to not... And look, she's already played Eala once, so maybe this second time around she'll expect the unexpected a little more. But, yeah. Swiatek's going to serve first, by the way. She caught attention after beating 3 Grand Slam champions in a row. That's amazing. Oh yeah, that is amazing. I mean, even if a player on the top 10 did that, you'd be like, holy shit, that's amazing. You know, if you said, you know, I don't know, if you said, you know, Navarro did that, right? You'd be like, whoa, that's amazing, right? If Gauff did that, you'd say it's amazing, right? Eala will still confuse Swiatek. Well, we'll see. We'll see how much Swiatek has downloaded since. How much information she downloaded since the first time, and also how free hitting Eala's going to be. They haven't started yet. When does a player rank go up? After every tournament or every week usually, but for this tournament, after the tournament's done, pretty much Monday every week, unless it's the middle of a tournament. 2 week events, it takes the next week, but. Draper and Mensik are playing doubles together. Oh, are they? Nice. All right, here we go. Oh, chat, when we saw the draw come out, we went, this is the one. A rematch. We don't get this often. Especially when it was such a massive upset and it shook the tennis world. And we get to see the rematch straight away. Sometimes, I mean, we haven't even seen Raducanu take on half the players she beat at the US Open since she won the US Open, right? And it's been 3 years. We're still waiting on that Fernandez-Raducanu rematch, right? But we had to wait 3 weeks for this one. Who you've got, Chad? I've got Eala in 3. I don't know. I just feel like Eala's just gonna do it again. Is it a backhand return from Eala into the back of Swiatek? Swiatek in the net, love 15. I don't know why. I just got this bad feeling that Swiatek is a little shaky at the moment, and Eala is playing the best tennis so far of her career. As the backhand return goes into the forehand, Swiatek down the line is too good. 15-0. By the way, Eala a huge underdog in this matchup, which I was a little surprised about. But then again, if the result's 2-2 and Swiatek wins and walks off in an hour, I'll say, oh, well, the odds were right. All right, Swiatek serves again. Fault, second serve. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Eala. Great return. Swiatek gets over the backhand, but it kind of slipped and hit it long. 15-30. 15-30. 15-30. Chance for Eala to break straight away. And as the return goes in, the forehand to Swiatek. Oh, nice forehand winner from Iga. And it's 30-0. As I mentioned, straight after this, we've got Fonseca versus versus a Danish player. That's not Holger Rune. 30-0. Swiatek serves again. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Second serve is a double fault, I think. Was that a double fault? It glitched. What happened? Was that a double fault? Anyways, break point, whatever it was. Double, even if it was an error, it doesn't matter. Swiatek's already in trouble. 30-40. Eala to break straight away. And Swiatek serves. The return goes in. Swiatek forehand cross-court. Eala gets over the backhand down the middle. Into the back of Swiatek, who hits it wide. There's the break. Eala breaks the first game of the match. When's Djokovic playing? He's playing on Saturday. He'll play in 2 days. All right, Eala breaks to start the match. 1-0. Remember, Swiatek does have a slow start. We know that. There is a slow start for Swiatek. It happens. By the way, chat, we're already at 500 likes. Can we get to 1,000 by the end of this set? That would be kind of crazy. All right, Swiatek. Already down a break. Bit of a sloppy game to start. Here we go. Eala serves. Into the back of Swiatek. Return goes the back end of Eala. Swiatek forehand at the stretch. Into the back end of Eala, who's at long, and it's love 15. Now, we also know from what we saw in Miami is that Eala's service sometimes can be broken. We saw it broken a fair bit. So that is also something to think about. As the return goes out by Swiatek, 15-0. Serve is a let. As Eala serves again. As she serves 15-0. And the return goes into the forehand of Eala. And Eala hits an inside-out winner. 30-15. Hawkeye doing the line calls. Hawkeye said it's in. 30-15. As Eala serves again. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Good return. Eala gets there with the backhand on the stretch. Swiatek. Forehand down the line winner. 30-0. Chance for Swiatek to break straight back. 30-0. And Eala serves again. A fault. Second serve. Please, Iga, we want a Penko rematch. I don't know. I think you better off praying about Penko because I think Penko might. I don't think Penko's making the fourth round as easily as it might seem. All right. 40-30. Serve. Into the back of Swiatek. Return winner. Ooh, okay.
Unbelievable.
All right. Deuce. He gets a deuce. Welcome back, Andreas. How you doing? I'm happy Carlos pulled out. Why? As forehand Eala to the forehand of Swiatek. Backing up from Eala. Goes long, and it's advantage Swiatek to get back on serve. Advantage Swiatek.
Absolutely love me the Colos documentary. His team really loves and cares for him. Did you learn anything new about him or his team, Cam?
Kind of, not really. Anyways, advantage Swiatek, return. That was a let from Eala. The relationship he has with his older brother, that was a big one, I reckon. That was cool to see that. How when all the people around him are sort of, trying to get the best out of him for his tennis, his brother's kind of trying to keep him balanced. I think that's interesting. I think that's a good dynamic. As the backhand return goes to forehand of Eala down the line, into the forehand of Swiatek. Swiatek gets it wide and it's deuce. Obviously Juan Carlos is there to make him the best tennis player he can be, and all the agents and stuff are trying to, everyone's trying to get the best out of him on the tennis court. But then him having his brother's able to just kind of bring, be like, nah, bro, you need to get the hell out of town. You got to let off some steam. If he didn't have his brother, who was an only child, it might have been a different situation where he could burn out, right? But I think that his brother is such a good balance. Haven't watched it yet. Don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything. It's literally in the first 20 minutes. Also, it's based on last year's season, so it's not even spoiler. It's a documentary. And as that goes in the net by Swiatek, we're back to deuce. But go watch it, because it's been out for 24 hours. How have you not watched it? It's crazy. Come on now. All right, deuce. Yeah, they're trying to consolidate the break. That's a bit of fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Eala, backhand of Swiatek is long, and it's advantage Eala. We want Carlos to rest and not exert his body. Yeah, 100%. I've been saying all week, Alcaraz should withdraw. Alcaraz should skip this event. I know it's a big tournament for him in his home, but also no, he needs to focus, and he did exactly what I think he should have. So, yeah. As the return goes to forehand of Eala. Forehand now from Swiatek. Cross court goes out to Eala. By the way, chat, also, Naomi Osaka got a wild card into a 125 next week. So that's interesting. Remember we were talking about that after the Osaka match? What's next? Should she go to Rome, take the week off, or should she go play a small tournament? She's got a wild card. She's going to go play in France next week. So that's good. That's interesting to see. So she'll be playing in the French event. Eala's also supposed to play next week if she doesn't do well here. She loses today, she'll go play in Catalonia, I think. But yeah, but good to see Osaka going to the challenger level to get some more matches. I like that. It's good plan. Shows that she's taking clay more seriously this year. As it back and return to the forehand of Swiatek, and Swiatek gets a lovely win up 15-love. So love to see that. Saint Malo is a lovely medieval coastal town. There you go. But yeah, good to see. That's a good, smart move. Makes sense. Get some extra matches. I'm sure Patrick Mouratoglou knows that there's a lot of points on clay that she could add to her ranking, and help her and put less pressure on the hard court matches, Good serve from Swiatek. Return goes in from Eala, but Swiatek puts it away. 30-love. 30-love. Yeah, we can't show the match live because it's copyrighted and illegal. But that's why I'm telling you what's going on, because that's the best I can do. You can watch it on WTA TV if you want. That's a streaming service, but you have to pay for it. So if you want to do that, you can, but I can't show it. No chance. As we return now to the 400 Swiatek. Swiatek gets a winner. 40 love. Linda.
Hey Cam, there is apparently an up-and-coming Argentine tennis player 16 years old lefty named Rafael Nadal, and Rafa Nadal is his favourite player.
His actual name is Rafa? That can't be right. Is that true? You sure? There is an Argentine boy who was born in 2009 named Rafael Nadal. What? That's crazy. That's a lot of pressure. Anyway, it's 40-15. As Swiatek serves a fault, second serve. I kind of feel bad for him. Like, it kind of sucks. Like, you know, like your parents are like, you have no choice. This is what you have to be. All right. Swiatek on the board, 2-1. That's brutal. Because even if he does well, I don't know. Anyways. Crazy. Insane levels of pressure. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, if you watch the Carlos documentary, you'll know about the levels of pressure that even just being from Spain, you know, you don't even have to be named Rafael. If you're from Spain, it's brutal. Like you're already like, you have to be this. How many Australian Open champions are playing in this tournament? Wait, who are still around or who played and lost already? I mean, Osaka, Keys, Sabalenka. Who else is an Australian Open champion that's still here? I think that's it, right? Is that it? Kennan? Who else? I think that's it. Barty's not here. I think that's it, right? 4? Unless I'm missing someone from like back in the 2000s. Azarenka. She already lost though. All right, 2-1 Eala. She has the break. All right. 2-1. Wowza.
Extremely sad that Carlos had to withdraw. I will be rooting for the Demon or Phils to take the title here for Leaf Clover.
No worries, thank you for the 2. Yeah, it sucks. As it return now to the front of Eala. Front of Swiatek. Into the back of Eala. And Swiatek hits it wide. And it's 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. As Eala double faults. Lose the point. 15-all. 15-all. Serve again from Eala. And the return from Swiatek, no good. 30-15. 30-15. Serve again. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Return goes wide. 40-15. Eala looks very relaxed, which is scary if you're an Iga Swiatek fan. Eala doesn't look worried at all. 40-15. 40-15. As Eala serves. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Return the forehand of Eala. Swiatek backhand again to the forehand of Eala. Swiatek backhand again to the forehand of Eala. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Eala backhand cross. Goes long and it's 40-30. 40-30. Please don't put scores in the chat. Got a scoreboard for that. 40-30. By the way, chat, we've got Schneider just beat up volley nets. So that was kind of weird. That was really one-sided. Love that for Schneider, though. I mean, Schneider hasn't been great yet this year. Hopefully now's the start of her getting good, you know. Be great to see Schneider make a deep run here. As Eala hits it long, we get the deuce. We get to deuce. And Eala serves. A fault. Second serve. Yeah, Safina is working with Schneider, so I love to see that. Love to see Safina back in the game. And Eala serves again. Into the back of Swiatek, who hits a return winner. Advantage Swiatek to get back on serve. Swiatek to get back on serve. And the crowd is starting to get loud. Swiatek waiting for them to relax. As Eala return goes in, forehand is a winner from Eala into the corner, and we get the deuce. We get to deuce. As we serve again. First serve is a fault, second serve. Second serve is a double fault, Eala. Advantage Swiatek. As we just serve again. Into the forehand of Swiatek, but it was a let. As we just serve again from Eala. Into the back of Swiatek. Return goes to the forehand of Eala. Swiatek forehand cross. Eala gets it with the backhand into the back of Swiatek. As Eala with the forehand again at the back of Swiatek, who hits it wide, and we get the deuce. Now we get to deuce. Serve again. Return the net by Swiatek. Advantage Eala. Eala for a 3-1 lead. Serve. Yeah, I'm not allowed to show you the monitor, otherwise I'll get sent into space and not come back. 3-1. Eala holds. 3-1. All right. 3-1 Eala. She keeps the break. It's only one break, though. Swiatek to serve. Serving to the forehand of Eala. Sorry, backhand of Eala, and it goes long. 15-love. I don't know what's going on with Eala talking to the umpire about something. So Eala's saying the ball's out, but the umpire... Okay. So this is where Eala's saying that Hawkeye made an error because there's a mark on the ground that shows the ball that's out. And the umpire's like, well, Hawkeye said it was in, so I'm not getting out of this chair. So... Yeah, look, Hawkeye's not perfect on clay. We know that. But it's also, it is better than, I mean, it needs to be a bit of a both, right? I think at this stage. At the moment, we're relying it like it's 100% Hawkeye, but I feel like if there's a mark on the ground, the umpire should still inspect it. As Swiatek hits that one long and it's 15-all. Like, I think there should be a bit of a balance. Like, if the umpire comes down and has a look at the mark, even though Hawkeye said it was... Look, but if that happens once, then, you know, everyone lose their mind, right? So I guess if the umpire's been probably told not to look at the mark, otherwise, you know, maybe if one mark is wrong by Hawkeye, then nobody's going to believe Hawkeye, right? And everything will be questioned. And that's not probably not what they want. As we're to find now, cross court at the slice of Eala. Eala in the net, 30-15. $30-15. There's a serve again from Swiatek. 25 minutes played already, by the way. There's a serve now the front of Eala. Eala hits it long. And it's 40-15. Just to keep close. So to serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serve to the front of Eala. Great. Oh no, the return goes just long. Swiatek holds. 3-2. Swiatek in this first set. She's already done a break. This stream became a big joke in Cam Williams' interpretation. Huh? Come back tomorrow. Are you alright? Okay. Unforced error fest. A little bit. I mean, both players have hit a fair few errors. But, yeah. Swiatek has gotten a decent... should have gotten a decent coach. What? Wim5Z is like one of the best coaches in the world. Are you serious? Have you seen his resume? Dude's like a Grand Slam winning coach. Worked with the best players on the planet of the last decade. He's a great coach. But not all great coaches work well with the best players. Like, there's going to be a period of time that they're going to have to work it out. And also, obviously, Swiatek wants to make her game less attackable, which is why he's been brought on. To make her a little bit, try and get her serve working a bit. You know, and that's not going to change overnight because for 22 years, her serve was a certain way, right? She learned how to serve. She played this way with her serve being this way. And then if you bring on Wim5Z, let's say the serve is the thing that they're working on, it's going to take time for her not just in practice, but also in matches, to trust her serve. She might have changed the ball toss a little bit. Maybe she's changed the way she flattens it out instead of hitting it safely. That's going to take time. It's going to take time. How much time? I don't know. But it's going to take time. As we just serve now from Eala. With a break, she's 3-2 up. And look, and it might not work. That always is a possibility that it doesn't work. And she goes back to what she was doing because that was working better and she gets a different coach or whatever down the track. But for now, saying that Wim Fi's dead, she should have got a better coach. I mean, who? Like, name names. Give me a better coach. Patrick Mouratoglou, maybe. I don't like who do you have in mind that's a better coach? I mean, like, as far as coaches go, he's one of the best on tour. Proven by Grand Slams and world number one statuses and all this kind of stuff, And he was available, which is probably another reason why she went with a different coach at the time that she did, because he was around and he would have got snapped up by someone else. Somebody else would have probably asked him, "Hey, coach me." And she wasn't. She had to snap him up while he was around after him and Osaka parted ways, right? 15-0. In October last year, Goran was he with Raducanu by then? I can't remember. As the return goes in the backhand of Eala, 4-0 from Swiatek, 15-0, and Swiatek gets a winner, 15-30. By the way, we're basing this off 3-2 first set. Just saying. Just let's stop firing coaches halfway through a first set, please. Let's just wait, all right? Let's just wait until the match is over before we start firing people, right? Juan Carlos Ferrero. 15-30. As we default second serve. Second serve. Second serve. The back of Swiatek. Return goes out, and it's 30-0. 30-0. As Eala serves again. As we default second serve. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Swiatek. Return is good. Eala gets up with a slice. Swiatek comes to the net with a forehand. Eala with a volley down the line in the nets. And it's 30-40. Swiatek to get back on serve. $30-40. Swiatek to get back the break. $30-40. Serve is a fault from Eala. Second serve. Second serve. Don't know what's going on in the crowd. Oh, it was the screen flickering. Okay. All right, Eala serves. Into the back of Swiatek. Return goes into the back of Eala. Swiatek forehand. Into the back of Eala on the stretch. Swiatek runs around, hits a forehand again. Into the back of Eala. Swiatek on the attack. Goes down the line and wide. And we get the deuce. We go to deuce. Swiatek's footwork in that rally was all over the place. Her feet were just not I don't know. She just it didn't seem like she was balanced. It's kind of not really shuffling her feet as much as maybe she should have. All right, deuce. As we serve to the back of Swiatek. Return goes long, and it's advantage Eala. Advantage Eala. Serve again. Into the forehand Swiatek. Forehand from Eala. Again, the forehand Swiatek, who hits a winner. That's better. We get the deuce. See, the thing is, chat, what I've noticed with Swiatek's game, I think a lot of us have, right, is that she's clearly trying to be more aggressive on the serve, on the returns. But when you become more aggressive, you make more errors. Like, she used to, last year and, the last few years, it's always about, ripping the ball with topspin into the corners, and that worked really well for her, right? But now it's more about she's trying to, almost be more, intimidating and more aggressive. And she hits the backhand wide advantage Eala. And she's hitting a lot more errors than she was when she was just trying to spin the ball really, rip the ball into the corners. And it's because she feels like she gets overpowered by, certain players, I would say. Like Ostapenko, right? Like Raducanu, like, Sabalenka. All right, advantage Eala. She serves an ace. Swiatek says no. Hawkeye said it's in, and the umpire said I'm not moving. Swiatek's saying it's wide, but it was an ace, so Hawkeye said so. 4-2. Eala keeps that break. She just keeps on holding on to that break. It's been a very close set. Swiatek just a slow start, and she's down, but this has been close. Eala has had to... She struggled on serve. (4-2) Eala. Swiatek with a serve. Into the front of Eala. Return the back of Swiatek. Eala forehand again. The back of Swiatek. Into the front of Eala. And Swiatek runs and hits a slice. Eala with the forehand down the line. Winner. Woo! Okay. Love 15. That was a shot. Love 15. Beautiful shot. All right. Love 15. As Swiatek serves another fault. Second serve. Serve. Into the forehand. Double fault. No. Swiatek, love 30. That was her own doing there, Swiatek. Love 30. Chance for Eala to get the double break. As with a serve. There's a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Eala. Good return the back of Swiatek. And Swiatek hits in the ground. All right. Eala to get the double break. Love 40. Love 40. Eala to go 5-2 up and serve at the set. Love 40. And Swiatek serves a fault. Second serve. Serve in the front of Eala, but Swiatek double faults twice. It's 5-2 Eala. All these double faults, Swiatek serve. Swiatek serve is not working. 5-2. Eala going to serve the set. All right. How you doing, chat? Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Actually, now that we have a minute to talk, let me know where you're watching from. Where are we watching from? Let me know in the chat where you're watching from. This is a very big match. Swiatek is in tears, I think. She does not look happy. Oh, did Swiatek ask for the umpire to change her rackets over or something? Yeah, Swiatek's struggling. Maybe have slow mode? Nah, it's fine. Everything's fine. Philippines, Indonesia. We've got a lot of people from the Philippines. Love to see it. Mexico as well. Adelaide. We've got Manila in the house. We've got Singapore, Phoenix. We've got Germany, England, Delhi, Berlin, Canada, Lebanon, Ghana, France. We've got China in the house as well. We've got Texas in the house. We've got Chicago, Japan, California, Fiji, Panama, Canada, South Africa, Philippines again, USA, UAE, Abu Dhabi, Thailand, Portugal. We've got Dubai in the house, Sweden, Los Angeles, Norway, Taiwan, Qatar, Poland in the house. All right, 5-2. Eala serving for the set. She serves in the back of Swiatek. Return goes to front of Eala. Eala hits it out. Love 15. Nigeria in the house as well. A lot of people from the Philippines. Italy as well. Nice. All right, love 15. As Eala serves a let. 40 minutes played. And Eala serves again. To the back of Swiatek. Return the forehand of Eala. Swiatek forehand. And Eala hits a backhand wide. Nice depth from Swiatek. Love 30. Love 30. Swiatek looking for one of these breaks back. Love 30. As the return goes to front of Eala. Front of Swiatek cross court, the back of Eala. Swiatek goes down the line. Eala gets on the stretch. Swiatek forehand cross, and Eala hits it in the net. Love 40. Swiatek to take a break back. Love 40. All right. Serve again from Eala. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Return goes into the forehand of Eala. Swiatek forehand again to the forehand of Eala. As Swiatek backhand down the line is a winner. And there it is. Break back. And it's 5-3. Still a break for Eala. But Swiatek, that was a good return game. Maybe the cleanest hitting she's had all set so far. All right. 5-3. All right. 5-3 Eala. All right, we have a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the front of Eala. Return goes wide, and it's 15 love. And Swiatek's a little bit more energized, which is good to see. $15 love. As with a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the front of Eala. Good return to the back of Swiatek. Eala comes in with a volley, but she doesn't hit it. Swiatek with a passing shot winner. 30 love. We did notice Eala last week and a little bit this week. Her net game is sort of... It's a room for improvement. That was a good return, but she just didn't really commit to the volley. She kind of hit the forehand return and then just sort of walked in and just watched it pass her. Wasn't a bad idea, though. 30 love. So in the front of Eala, return the back to Swiatek. Eala backhand to the front of Swiatek into the front of Eala on the stretch. Swiatek forehand. Nope. Eala hit it long. 40 love. Swiatek's won 7 points in a row, by the way. 40 love. Swiatek to take this game and put the pressure right back on Eala. Serve in the back end of Eala. Return the front of Swiatek. Eala backhand on the stretch. Swiatek forehand inside out. Eala gets it and hits it wide, and Swiatek holds. She's won the last 2 games without losing a point. She's won 8 points in a row, and it's 5-4. Eala's going to serve for the set again. Cam is playing weird. You might have to refresh the app. It might be, I don't think it's me. It might be your app. All right. Swiatek putting the pressure back on. How we doing, chat? How are we going? Swiatek won Grand Slam at Eala's age. I mean, did she? Eala is playing terrible now. I mean, Swiatek was playing good, I think. I don't know, like that's what I was watching. Pardon me. It looked like Swiatek was just lifting her level. Oh, you're talking about Cam Norrie. Oh, my bad. Yeah, Swiatek was playing a lot better in the last 2 games. Eala couldn't do anything. Swiatek has team problems. I don't know about that. This is part of where Swiatek goes God mode. I tell you, I think Eala. It kind of feels like Eala needs to win this game, like this game now to get the set. Because if Swiatek breaks back again, Swiatek might just remember who she is and remember that she is the queen of clay, and then just start playing some crazy tennis. I mean, that's wouldn't be the first time we see Swiatek has run through matches. And Sinner wasn't allowed to play in this tournament. He's playing next tournament in Rome. I can't wait for Sinner to come back. I'm so excited. Chat, watching the Alcaraz documentary, God, Sinkeraz is such a big deal. We need Sinkeraz. Sinner versus Alcaraz is such a big deal. Like, it's such a special matchup. And Eala couldn't get the return. Swiatek too strong. Love 15. Swiatek has won 9 points in a row. As Eala serves. A let. What about Draperaz? They haven't played enough. Love 15. And a bit of serve into the backhand of Swiatek. Forehand from Eala as a winner. Down the line, it's 15-all. 15-all. Remember, before we knew what Sinkeraz was, they played in a bunch of matches. They played like 3 or 4 or 5 times before we realized, oh, this is the next big thing. I mean, Rune versus Alcaraz is still pretty new. Rune Sinner's pretty fun, but we haven't seen it enough. I wouldn't mind seeing Rune Sinner in Rome. I think that'd be really good. That'd be a good matchup. Good test for Sinner. Rune's playing well, That'd be fun. Anyways, forehand goes into the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Swiatek goes long, and it's 30-15. Eala trying to get this first set. How was the Alcaraz doc? Does it show the Olympics? Yep. It shows pretty much every major event that he played last year. And it also goes back a couple of years as well. Like it does throwbacks to like 2022 and stuff. So just watch it. It's so worth it. Anyway, Swiatek hits it out. And Eala has got 2 set points to take the first set. 40-15. Swiatek with a little bit of a fight back in the second part of this set. See if she gets off to a better start in the second if she needs it. Serve down the tee, the back, and Swiatek return into the front of Eala, who overhits it. 40-30. Set point number 2. All right, Eala serves again. Into the corner, Swiatek. Good return. Eala gets it. And hits it long, and it's deuce. All right, Swiatek saves 2. We get to deuce. There's a bit of serve again from Eala. Into the back of Swiatek. Good return. Eala gets on the stretch. Swiatek forehand cross. Eala's there with the backhand as Swiatek takes control. Eala back into the line. Now Swiatek's in a little trouble and hits it long. And Swiatek slaps herself in the leg. Advantage Eala. Man, Swiatek had that rally too. She just hit it too. She just played a little safe. She had Eala on the run and then she just went, I'm not going to go for the lines. She paid for it. Advantage Eala to take the first set. Pardon me. Serve out wide to the back of Swiatek. Return goes to the front of Eala. Swiatek slice. Into the front of Eala. There's Swiatek. Forehand cross. Eala gets to the backhand. Swiatek backhand cross court. That goes out. Eala takes the first 6-4. Ooh. 6-4. First set goes to Alex Eala. Swiatek's going to have to fight back from a set down. She was better in the second bit of that first set, but she's going to, Swiatek can't afford to get off to a slow start in the second. Otherwise, we are going to just see the same thing we saw 3 weeks ago. Okay. First set, by the way, 5 winners, 17 errors from Eala, but Swiatek, 11 winners, 25 errors. So yeah, Swiatek, she had 6 break points, converted 1. Eala had 2 break points, converted 2. So that was, I guess the good thing for Swiatek is that that was all her fault. Most of her fault. She should have broken back earlier. She shouldn't have even maybe been broken. She was just hitting so many errors. So she needs to clean it up. I don't know why she's playing so aggressive. It doesn't feel like... I don't feel like she needs to play... she doesn't need to bully Eala. I don't know if that's the... I think moving Eala around and setting points up is a smarter move. Eala's going to hit the random... every now and again she's going to hit a crazy shot, out of nowhere. But I don't know why Swiatek's trying to, play an aggressive hitter. I don't think she needs to do that, especially because Eala's got great defense. It's just play it, just set the points up. Use your you'd be a bit more patient, maybe. And Swiatek's got to take her chances because Eala's serve was vulnerable, but Swiatek just didn't take the chances, especially early. All right, first in the bag, 6-4. Is Eala really that good? Like I said, it felt like, that first set stats-wise, Swiatek was not playing well. Eala was playing okay and kept her nerve, especially on serve. Eala's serve was way better on serve. Her serving was better. But on the ground strokes, they're both hitting a lot of errors, which is unusual for Swiatek on clay. Doesn't usually throw all those errors away. Cam is a Swiatek super fan. I knew it. Bro, I'm explaining what happened in the first set. What do you want from me? What, do you want me to lie? It was the best match I've ever seen, and it was a great quality set by both players. Like, what are you talking about? Bro. And yes. All right, Swiatek serves. Got to get off to a better start here. She got broken in the first game of the set, in the first set, and that was over. As the return goes in from Eala, Swiatek goes down the line. Eala gets it with a forehand on the stretch. Swiatek backhand as Eala goes long. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. Serve again. Here's a fault by Swiatek. Second serve. Second serve. Here's the forehand of Eala. Great return. Swiatek with the pass, and Eala can't get the volley. That was better by Iga. 30 love. 30 love. Warm greetings from Thailand. What's up? I come from Poland. Really like your comments. Hey, no worries. Thanks for joining us. 30 loves. We serve now the forehand of Eala. Return the back of Swiatek. Eala forehand into the backhand of Swiatek. Again, the forehand of Eala. Swiatek backhand on the stretch. Goes long. 30-15. 30-15. Serve again. Swiatek's getting annoyed at herself too. Which is, again, something that she didn't used to do. And I don't like it. 30-15. As with a forehand from Swiatek, that goes out. And it's 30-all. Because it... 30-all. Like, I don't like Swiatek. Like, I get it. Like, you got to express your emotions and don't want to, like, you know, keep it in and then explode. But I just think there are these little frustrations that she shows that then build up and up and up and get, you know, and then I don't think that's good. Also, it tells Eala like, oh, you're annoyed. I'm gonna, you know, I'm in your head, right? You know, it tells Eala like a lot. You're giving away a lot of, like if Swiatek loses that first set and doesn't show any emotions, Eala's going to be like, oh, that didn't bother you? Why? Why did that bother? Like, they're going to start freaking, like, the opponent freaks out. Swiatek used to be like this when she was like 2019, right? When she was just getting started. She used to be a lot more emotional. And then she kind of like locked it in and then she won the French Open. So, I don't know. She double faults and we get the deuce. I don't know, chap. As we have the deuce. Yeah, it's okay to get the emotions out, but yeah, don't stay there, exactly. Yeah, you can get frustrated and then you just stay in that frustration, right? If you let it out and then you're just like in that. Whereas if she lets it out and then lets it go, that's fine. But it can also, like, you know, you get a little annoyed and then you get a little bit more annoyed and more and more and more and then you just see red. You know, you don't want to do that. Now, second serve into the forehand of Eala. Good return to the forehand of Swiatek. As Eala backhand on the stretch. Swiatek forehand behind Eala is a winner. And it's advantage Swiatek to get the first game of the second. Nice hitting from Swiatek. Serve. Swiatek with a serve. The forehand of Eala. Good return to the back of Swiatek, who hits it wide though, and it's deuce. I don't know. Just keep making those kind of errors. We get the deuce. Hey, Vic, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. All right, deuce. Swiatek serves again. First serve is a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the front of Eala, who hits a slow ball into the corner, and everybody just watched it. Advantage Eala to break to start the second. That was a bit of a loopy forehand. It just kind of just dropped into the corner. And everybody was like, okay. Serve. Into the front of Eala. Forehand from Swiatek goes wide. Again, why is Swiatek going so aggressive? Why? She's panicking. Swiatek's down a set and a break. Eala is dominating. All right. Swiatek is in trouble. I don't know why she's going for so much. She's just... I don't know why. I don't know why she's doing it. I don't understand. Okay. Eala. Cruising. She's getting all these free points. It's great. She doesn't have to do much. And all these free points... She just has to sit back and just get the freebies and try and overturn, try and hold her serve. That's all that really matters. Her side of things. Doesn't need to stress that out. All right. All right, Swiatek, she needs to break back straight away. I mean, I don't think she can afford to let Eala run away with this, or at least get off to a fast start here. She's got to break straight back. Return goes to the slice of Eala. Eala in the net. Love 15. That's a start. Love 15. As Eala serves a fault. Second serve. As return from Swiatek goes out. 30. So 15 all. All. There's been another fault, second serve. As a return from Swiatek is a winner, and it's 15-30. Chance for a break back Swiatek straight away. As the return goes in the front of Eala, back into Swiatek. Again, the front of Eala. And Swiatek forehand cross. Goes in the corner. Eala just gets there. Hits it short. Swiatek down the line. Eala gets us right with a pass. Swiatek with a volley. But Eala with a forehand. Swiatek with a volley again. And Eala can't reach it, but I think it went long. No, it went in. Nice!
This is going to be on Tennis TV.
Better from Swiatek, even though she should have probably won the point 2 shots earlier. She still won the point, that's all that matters. All right. Eala. I mean, that volley by Swiatek, yeah, just hit the baseline. All right. Swiatek to get the break straight back. She's had a lot of chances. As with a fault, second serve. Second serve, Eala. Into the forehand, Swiatek. Good return. Eala gets it with the backhand. But what happened? Are we getting a review? What's happening? Swiatek broke back. Eala hit it long and Swiatek broke back. 1-1. Swiatek lines up the serve again. Serve in the forehand of Eala, return. Into the forehand of Swiatek, Eala backhand. Again, the forehand of Swiatek on the stretch. Eala back behind. Swiatek's too good. That's just too good. And it's love 15. Love 15. Just too good. As we just serve again. Here's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Eala. Back into Swiatek. Down the line. Good shot. Eala gets it. And Swiatek forehand inside out winner. That's better from Swiatek. 15-all. That's the way she plays. 15-all. Much better. 15-all. You sound sad when Alex was up. I picked Eala in 3, so I don't know why I'd be sad. 15-all. As we just serve again from Swiatek. Into the forehand is a fault. Second serve. $15 with a serve again. Down the tee. Oh, it's an ace. That's a big second serve by Swiatek. 30-15. It paid off. 30-15. As we just serve again. $30-15. Into the back end of Eala. Return goes in the net though. 40-15. Swiatek to take the lead for the first time today. 40-15. Serving to the forehand of Eala. Return. Goes long. Swiatek 2-1. She takes the lead in the second. Cam is cheering for Iga. Can't win. All right. Last time you said Iga in 3 and Penko 1 in 3. Are you jinxing it, Cam? What? I'm sorry. What do you mean? You know that if back in the day, if you said that, you'd be called a witch and be burned at the stake. You talk about jinxes and curses, and you would be in the 1700s. You'd be called a witch. All right. So you just got to remember. You just mind your words. All right. All right. He's a witch. She's a witch. That would happen if you were back there and going, "Oh, you jinxed it." Hey, you would be in trouble. So just be careful, right? Witches are awesome. They eat people. What are you talking about? Witches are awesome. What are you talking about? Are you serious? How? Hello? Hello? Have you seen the movie Witches? It's terrifying. serious? Have you seen Hocus Pocus? Hello? They're the bad guys. Are you kidding me? Witches aren't even real. I don't know what you're talking about. Vampires eat people, not witches. Vampires don't eat people. And witches eat children. Watch the movies. There's so many movies about them. To get back their youth. Have you not said... Hello, chat. Come on. They're not even real. Anyways, 2-1. But if you said it back in the day, you would be considered one. Even though they're not real. All right. Swiatek with the lead for the first time today. 2-1. As that goes out by Eala. Love 15. Love 15. Hermione was good. Okay. See, Harry Potter got you all messed up, chat. 4-1 goes into the backhand of Eala. Eala hits it out. Love 50, love 30. Love 30. Love 30. Chat, we got to lock back in. Enough fluffing around. Lock back in. Love 30. Yeah, Mike, you've sent too many postcards. Just chill. It's fine. You've sent one from Mars, the moon, or like 700 from Texas. Don't send me in. It's all good. You sent enough. Backhand down the line from Eala's the winner. It's 15-30. Beautiful shot. 15-30. As we just serve again from Eala. Swiatek looking for that break to lead in this second set. As Eala serves. Postcards are of appreciation. No, I appreciate them, but don't. I mean, especially with these days, it's so expensive. I wouldn't want you to don't waste your money. Don't waste your money on sending postcards when you've already sent one. You only need to send one. I appreciate the one cent you sent. By the way, if you want to send a postcard, link somewhere. All right, 30-all. Still a chance for Swiatek to get the break. 30-all. As the return goes out by Swiatek. Eala 40-30. 40-30. Eala to level. As Eala serves the back of Swiatek. Return goes forward of Eala. Swiatek forehand cross. Eala gets with the backhand. Swiatek hits it long. Another error by Swiatek. Good fight back from Eala. From love 30 down. And Swiatek looks at her coach in frustration. 2-0. Second set. 2 games all. All right, back to Swiatek. Needs a keep. Holding serve. As she serves a fault. Second serve. Serve. Into the front of Eala. Forehand Swiatek, the backhand of Eala. And Swiatek forehand. Goes wide and it's love 15. Love 15. No way Swiatek retires. She just needs to change her coach. Look, I think if Swiatek's going to change her coach, it's not going to be before the French. It's not going to be at Wimbledon. The only way that Swiatek will change the coach will be after the Wimbledon. That's the only time I see that happening. And it also depends on results, right? It depends on if she doesn't win the French, or if she doesn't win Rome, or she doesn't, do well at Wimbledon, right? The only way that Wim Z and Swiatek will part ways. That's the only way. Because those are the things that, like especially the French, right? She doesn't lose that. So if she starts to lose tournaments that she shouldn't, then she's got to reassess. Yeah, maybe. Like, look, if it, and again, we're talking about if it doesn't work out, she could go on a run after this. If she loses this match, she could win Rome, win Roland Garros, and then get to the semis of Wimbledon, and we'll be like, oh shit, and we'll forget all about the coaching, like the coach, right? Anyways, love 30. Swiatek in trouble. Eala looking for that break. Serve at the back end of Eala. Eala hits a winner, and Swiatek in big trouble. Love 40. Love 40. Eala to get the break. In this second set, she already won the first set. Love 40. As with a serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. Eala looks ready to pounce. She's standing inside the baseline. Geez, that is so scary. Even if it's not Penko, it's still scary. Second serve. Into the back of Eala. Return goes long. That was the right move by Eala just to attack. 15:30. Please don't cry, host. Why would I cry? What happened? Is there something that I should cry about? What's up? 15:40. Swiatek serves. An ace. That's 2 saved. 30-40. Still break point. 30-40. Swiatek serves again. As it goes back into the back of Swiatek, who hits a winner down the line. And we get the deuce. Please smile. No. All right, deuce. All right, Swiatek for love 40 down to get to deuce. Please stop putting 3-2 in the chat. It's not a 3-2 yet. Don't put scores in the chat, please. People are getting confused. Backhand rally, but Swiatek gets it out. Advantage Eala for a break in the second. Advantage Eala to break Swiatek in the second. Swiatek was down love 40 in this game. Swiatek serves. And the backhand goes in by Eala. Forehand Swiatek goes wide and Eala breaks. All right. Eala's got a set and a break. And Swiatek is looking lost. All right. Alex Eala is 3 games away from repeating her first... And this is... I mean, by the scoreline, it's probably going to be more impressive if it's 6-2, 3-4, whatever. Or 4-4. It's probably about the same. But I don't think she's played as well as she did in that Miami match. This match has been a lower quality match all round. But it doesn't matter. You beat Swiatek twice. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I don't think many players even do that anymore. I mean, I know this year it's been a bit more common, but you beat Swiatek twice? It's crazy. And then on clay, I mean, nobody beat Swiatek on clay. Hasn't lost back-to-back clay matches in like 5 years. All right. Eala with a set and a break. If Eala wins, their first match is not win by luck. It proves her a valid win. 100%. I mean, I don't think she won by luck anyway because she already beat Keys before that and Ostapenko before that. So I know people that were saying that it was a fluke. I mean, they don't understand what that means because a fluke would mean that she did nothing before that and she's never going to do it again. So this would just like kick those people out of the conversation. But I mean, the fact that she beat Keys who is like unstoppable this year. And then Swiatek shows that her beating big players is not a fluke. But yeah, you're right. This will like shut down anyone who thinks that like she will never ever, trouble Swiatek again, right? That it was a one-time thing and it will never happen. Even if she does lose this match. Even if she loses this match from this point, Eala, it still proves that she is a problem for Swiatek. As that goes out by Swiatek, it's 15-love. $15-love. And Eala serves again. Into the back end of Swiatek, and then Eala hits a forehand long. 15-0. But I'll tell you this, it's not... All hope isn't lost for Swiatek here. She just needs to stop playing so aggressive. Stop playing over-aggressive. She's over-hitting and she's over-aggressive here. She doesn't need to be this aggressive on the return. She can win the points by... She doesn't need to overpower... Eala. She just needs to outmaneuver her. 15-30. Swiatek trying to get this break straight back. Serve into the back of Swiatek. Good return. Eala forehand behind Swiatek, but she's there with a backhand cross-court winner. That was a smart shot by Swiatek. 15-40. To break back. 15-40. Beautiful backhand Swiatek. That was better. And Eala serves. Into the back of Swiatek. Backhand Eala down the line's a winner. And it's 30-40. 30-40. Still break point. For Swiatek to get the break straight back. There's a fault from Eala. Second serve. Second serve, the 40 Swiatek. Return is a winner. Okay. All right, we're back on serve. Swiatek returns well. All right, we need to... Yeah, everybody putting scores in the chat, take 5. Just take 5. Scoreboards on the screen. Don't need to put scores in the chat, especially when they're wrong. Especially when they're wrong. Because people in the chat are looking at your scores thinking that that's what just happened, but you were totally off because Swiatek was 30-40 and broke. So just don't even try. Don't do it. Save your energy and just enjoy the match. Sit back and relax. You don't need to be involved in the conversation. Get involved in the conversation otherwise. Don't need to be writing scores in the chat. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of the mod's time. You don't need to do it. It's all good. Let the scoreboard do the work and you just enjoy. Just enjoy the match. Celebrate your champion, whoever that is. All right, back on serve. 3-all. Served in the tee from Swiatek. That return goes out by Eala, and it's 15-love. $15-love. By the way, don't forget to sub if you haven't already. We've got so much tennis coming up over the next couple of weeks. The next 2 weeks is Madrid, then we've got 2 weeks of Rome, and then we have a week of whoever plays the week before the French, if anyone does that. And then 2 weeks of Roland Garros. So it's getting pretty hectic. 15-all. Swiatek hits that forehand wide. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. is an ace, I think. Eala is going to check the mark. That had a lot of work on it. Yeah, that curved back in. Great serve by Swiatek. She's hit a couple of second serve aces, which is super risky, but they've paid off. I think she's hit like 3 second serve aces. At least two. At least two. 30-15. Risky, though, but and then she does a first serve ace. 40-15. 40-15. 40-15. As a return goes into the forehand. Swiatek, who hits another winner. Okay. Swiatek. She gets the lead. She gets the lead. Do you think Sinner will... Well, what's Swiatek talking about? She's talking about her rackets, I think. What's up? Will he still play Hamburg if he does well in Rome? No. I think if he gets, does well in Rome, semi-finals or beyond, I don't think he goes to Hamburg. I don't think he'll risk playing before the French. I don't see the point. Hamburg is used for a lot of players as a backup, right? So I'll tell you who's playing Hamburg, and I'll tell you who's not going to play Hamburg, right? It's like Geneva last year. Remember how Djokovic played Geneva because he needed some form because he wasn't playing good before that? So yeah, so you got Sinner, Rublev, Rune, Musetti, Paul, Tiafoe, Tsitsipas, Auger-Aliassime, right? Most of those guys, if they play well this week and next week, they're not going to play, they're not going to go and play a week before a slam. I'm kind of surprised Zverev's not there because Hamburg, but then again, he just won Munich, so maybe he feels there's no need to go back to Germany twice. But yeah, Sinner won't play Hamburg unless he needs to. So let's say Sinner loses third round. He'll definitely play Hamburg just because he needs more clay court tennis, right? Rune and Musetti, I don't know if they're going to play Hamburg if they do well here or next week. Rublev, same thing. But then, Paul, Tiafoe, Tsitsipas, it depends. But yeah, I think a lot of those guys are using Hamburg as a backup. Just in case I do bad in Rome, I can still get some practice and some confidence before Roland Garros under my belt, right? That's what that any tournament before a slam is used for, most of the time. Any Grand Slam, any the week before a slam, most players play that as a, most players don't play that, but the ones that do are the ones that need some confidence. And I'm going to guess that Sinner, if he plays well in Rome, won't need that confidence. As we're backing out of the forehand of Swiatek, backing out from Eala. Swiatek forehand into the backhand of Eala. Swiatek backhand pass. Eala with a volley. Is a winner. Nice. Right in the corner. And it's 15. Love. Swiatek just hit that volley a little too central. 15 love. By the way, we've got Fonseca coming on straight after this. Also, Noskova will play the winner of this match. As Eala hits a lovely drop shot winner, 30 love. She has got a great drop shot, Eala. We've seen that the last couple of weeks. She can hit a great drop shot. By the way, Sevastova and Ostapenko tiebreak first set. All right, 30 love. Swiatek, Eala hits a let. As Eala serves again. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. 30-15. As the return goes into the forehand of Eala. Forehand Swiatek to the backhand of Eala on the stretch. Swiatek forehand down the line in the nets. And it's 40-15. 40-15. 40-15. As Eala serves. To the back of Swiatek, return the net, and Eala holds 4-4. All right, we're getting serious now. Every game is getting real important. Swiatek's got to keep holding. 4 games all. I support clean athletes. Cool. I don't know who you're referring to who's not clean, but I mean, by being here, you're supporting both athletes. By watching them, you're paying attention to them playing a match. You're supporting both these players with your time. So you're probably better if you don't. If you're referring to someone who, if I know what you're saying without you saying it, you're probably in the wrong place. As with a forehand in the net from Eala, 15 love. You should probably come back tomorrow when we watch somebody else. 15 love. As with a serve again. Went to the back end of Eala. Forehand Swiatek's a winner. 30 love. 30 love. As with a serve again. 30 love. Serving to the back end of Eala. Return goes back to Swiatek. Eala forehand. Into the slice. Swiatek on the stretch. Eala forehand again. Swiatek's got it. But overhits it. 30-15. 30-15. 30-15. As Swiatek serves again. 30-15. Must win games. Serve. Is an ace. All right. 40-15. Swiatek to take the lead again. Serve. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the front of Eala. Return the net. All right. 5-4. 5-4 Swiatek. Eala's going to serve to stay in the set. Okay. How we doing, chap? How are we? Eala, well, she won the first set, so she's in the lead, but she's losing the second set. So she is winning, kind of. Swiatek is always dangerous? Oh, yeah. Always. Ostapenko lost the first set. All right. Damn. Isn't this a deja vu of the match in Miami? Second set seems it's the same scenario. And we'll see. We'll see if Swiatek can't steal this set. Maybe Penko heard that Swiatek was down a set. Yeah. Doesn't get any easier, though. Even if Penko does lose and Swiatek comes back from this, Noskova is next for Swiatek, so that's not easy. That is not an easy match. Okay, 5-4. Swiatek leads. Eala serving to stay in the set. As we to serve. Into the back of Swiatek. Good return to the back of Eala. Swiatek back on the stretch. Into the front of Eala. And Swiatek forehand cross. Eala gets with the backhand. Into the Swiatek forehand. Is Eala backhand again. Into the front of Swiatek. Eala again to the front of Swiatek, who hits it into the corner. Eala gets it back, but it's long. Love 15. I'll tell you, this is well, chat. Swiatek fans, if you're listening, listen up, because this is, you want to hear this. If Swiatek does break here, she'll serve first in the third, and that's huge. That's a big deal. If she serves first in the third and keeps holding serve like she has, that could be a real big deal down the track. So playing a tiebreak and winning it here is probably not the best for Swiatek, even though winning the set no matter what matters. But breaking to win the set is even bigger for Swiatek. If she is able to do it, as Eala sprays it wide, all right. Love 30. Love 30. 2 points to take the set, Swiatek. 2 points away from taking the set. Love 30. Serve. Into the backhand as Swiatek. Return goes in, but it's called a let. Serve again. Into the forehand. Swiatek is a fault this time. Second serve. There's a big opportunity for Swiatek. Doesn't need to overhit this. Just needs to get a solid return back. She does. To the back of Eala. Forehand Swiatek down the line. That's a great shot. Eala puts up a lob. In comes Swiatek and puts it away. That's how Swiatek plays. Love 40. That's better. That's the Swiatek we know. Set points to take us to a third. Just measured. Aggressive, but not over-aggressive. Not trying to slap the ball for a winner off the first shot. Set the point up. That is what Swiatek is all about. Backhand return goes into the forehand of Eala. Eala hits it out. We're going 3, baby. Swiatek steals the set. She was down a break twice at 2 different moments. Not 2 breaks of serve, but 1 break at the start and then another one in the middle. She came back. She fought back. She wins the set. She's gone to the bathroom. All right. Swiatek takes the second. No, she's not going to the bathroom. All right. Swiatek is not going to the bathroom. All right. Second set, much better tennis from Swiatek. 16 winners, 5 aces, 19 errors. Still a little high, but better than the first set. And 6 winners, 14 errors from Eala. Both broke multiple times. Eala 2 out of 5. Swiatek 3 out of 4. So much better conversion rate for Swiatek in that second set on this break points. We're going 3. We are going 3. All right. And then we have Fonseca taking on playing next. Eala wins the third, you reckon? Okay. Go Alex for the third. Let's go Swiatek. Okay. Is Dasha playing tomorrow? Yes. Dasha is playing tomorrow. I'm on the Eala train. Okay. Now here we go. Eala's gone to the bathroom. That's what. Oh no, she's back. Okay. Now we're ready. Here we go. Swiatek serving first as well in the second. So this is huge. Swiatek is serving first in the final set. Who's winning the final set, chat? Give me a name. Give me a score. Who you got? Who is taking out the final set? I said Eala in 3. I'm going to stick with that. Swiatek to serve. 6-0 Eala. 6-0 Swiatek. Okay. 6-4 Eala. 7-5. 6-3. A lot of people going Eala. A few people Swiatek too. All right, Swiatek to serve first. As a return goes out, Swiatek first point, 15 love. The winner plays Noskova in the next round. Serve again by Swiatek. Into the 40 Noskova, return goes to 40 Swiatek. But Noskova. Eala overhits it. 30 love. 30 love. As Eala's just overhit it. 30 love. Swiatek serves again. An ace down the tee. 40 love. Eala will win the final set 6-4. Okay. It's been an hour and 40 minutes this set. So this match. Chat, it's 2 a.m, all right? Give me a break. Return goes out. And it's 1 love Swiatek in the final set. It's been a big day. By the way, one in the chat if you've watched the Alcaraz Netflix documentary. I won't give anything away, even though there's not much to give away. But one in the chat if you've watched the Netflix Alcaraz documentary. By the way, I suggest that everybody watches it with subtitles, because if you've watched it and you watch the English dub, I watched it for like 2 minutes with the English dub. I couldn't stand it. I could not stand it that everybody sounded American. I'm like, that is not Carlos. I'm like, why didn't they get a Spanish accent speaking English? Because that, like, the American accent, I'm like, I have to listen. I have to hear him say it in Spanish, because I could not stand the American accent with the English dub. It killed me. It took me so much out of it. I was just like, nah, that is not Carlos Alcaraz speaking to me right now. It's some random person who's done a voiceover. I'm like, nah. It was like, I don't know if you've listened to it in Spanish or you listen to it in English dub, but the English dub, I mean, if you've heard Alcaraz speak, that is not him, and it just feels so, just doesn't feel. It was horrible. Yeah, look, they obviously did it because they don't, people don't want to read subtitles, but I'm one of those people. I don't like reading subtitles either, but I had to with this. I'm like, nah, I need to hear all the people speaking their voice. I have to hear them. Juan Carlos Ferrero, he doesn't have an American accent, right? I have to hear all of this in Spanish and read the subtitles because I need to hear Alcaraz speak to me. I can't hear an American dub of Alcaraz because that's just wasn't even close. Didn't even have an accent. It was just an American guy. Anyways, 15 love. There's a backhand down the line from Eala goes long, 15-0. Couldn't stand the dub turn. Yeah, I was just like, this is not. It just didn't feel. It didn't feel right to me. I was like, nah, this doesn't feel like Alcaraz. I need to hear him say it, even if I can't understand a word. I'll read the subtitles. As the return goes into the backhand of Eala, 15-0 here. Swiatek on the attack hits a winner, 15-30. I can't stand this guy. You're not supposed to be favoring Swiatek to win. All right, brother. I picked Eala, but whatever. 15-30. As Eala serves again. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Return goes to front of Eala. And Swiatek backhand. Again, the front of Eala on the stretch. Swiatek hits it wide. Eala 30-all. Should have hired an English-speaking Spanish voiceover artist. I agree. The documentary itself was pretty underwhelming, if you ask. Okay. I liked it, so. 30-all. Serving to the forehand of Swiatek. Good return. Eala gets a backhand. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Swiatek gets it out, though, and it's 40-30. 40-30. Serve again. As the return goes back into Eala. Forehand from Swiatek is a winner. And we get back. Do we get the deuce? Listen to how sad you sound when Eala got the lead. I don't know. Maybe you can't tell, but I'm crying. All right, deuce. As we just served in to see the backhand of Swiatek, but it's a fault by Eala. Second serve. Second serve. As a return from Swiatek's a winner. Advantage Swiatek. Advantage Swiatek. Eala serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. Swiatek breaks. Swiatek breaks. This is a good match. Yeah. Hasn't been a high quality match though. Both players have not played their best. But when they're both playing at the similar level, it's close. And that's all we can ask for. By the way, Fonseca's coming on next. So stay tuned for that. All right. Swiatek leads, proper leads for the first time. There's a 7 the forehand of Eala. Return goes to the back of Swiatek. She hits the drop shot of Eala. Swiatek gets it, but Eala with a forehand winner. Oh, no, it's in the net. I said it. I was too early. That was my fault. I said too early. I said it. I said she hit the winner. She hit it in the net. I said it before she hit it. That was my bad. It should have been it was right. She shouldn't have missed that. It was a great drop shot. Eala should have. I feel like she's not used the drop shot enough today. It's been so good, but she's only used it 3-4 times. Thanks for jinxing. No worries. You're welcome. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Eala. Good return the back of Swiatek. Eala forehand on the stretch. Goes down the line. Swiatek there with a slice. But it goes long. 15-all. Now remember, Eala was down. Was she down against Pegula? And then fought back? Or not? I can't remember. All right. 15-all. And Swiatek serves. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Serve again. Double fault. All right, 15-30. Chance for Eala to get the break straight back. By the way, to the 4 people in chat that are like, think that I'm going for anybody, I picked Eala in 3, so I don't know what. Like, go watch the other videos that I make on the channel, please. Especially the Eala video that I literally picked her to win in 3 sets. And if you haven't been here before, I like being correct because I get enough shit from being wrong. So if you're coming in here crying that I'm going for Swiatek somehow, go watch the preview where I picked Eala. Yeah, I'm celebrating my own terrible prediction. Are you kidding me? Losing your minds. Eala hits, missed the volley. 30-all. Why would I be going against myself? Riddle me that. I don't understand. I'm going to pick Eala in 3, but then root for Swiatek so I'm wrong. That doesn't sound smart. Don't shout. Okay, I'll whisper. Okay, I'll whisper like this. Is this better? Is this much better? 30-all. As Swiatek serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Don't worry, I won't whisper. It was creepy. Second serve. Into the forehand of Eala. Great return. Swiatek's there with the backhand. Eala comes in with a volley. Swiatek pass. Too good. Too good. This is going to be on tennis. Eala just didn't do enough with that volley. And it's 40-30. 40-30. Beautiful backhand winner by Iga Swiatek. Cam, you sound like a pilot. Okay, 40-30. And Swiatek tries to get the 3-love final set. She has won the last 4 games in a row. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Eala, but Eala in the net. 3-love Swiatek. She's won 5 games in a row. And she is in control of this match at the moment. All right. It won't be easier against Noskova. Oh, yeah. Noskova Swiatek's a tough match, too. All right. Iga is back, so Eala is losing as expected. Okay. Well, it's only 1 break. Who's the crowd rooting for? They're pretty even, to be honest. I don't think they really picked a favorite. Clay Queen is coming back strong, yeah. And look, this might be what Swiatek needs to get not just back on track on clay, but her season back on track. She might just need this redemption, avenging the loss, to then go on the clay court run that she did this time last year, right? Where she didn't lose a match on clay between Madrid and the French Open final, right? She won everything. It might just take a hard-fought win over someone she just lost to get her confidence back. Plus, Penko's losing. So for her to leave the court and see that Ostapenko is in trouble, who is her biggest boogie woman fear, I mean, it could be just a good day. Noskova's not going to be easy in the next round, but on clay, you think Swiatek will like her chances. And she'll be even more confident if she does get this win. She'll be like, okay, well, maybe I can play on clay against everybody else. Penko's obviously an exception, but she might not have to play her. Fonseca will be definitely losing with the Danish. Yeah, but you hate Fonseca, so I mean, I'm not going to listen to you. Eala is now playing like a wild card. I mean, it's the number 2 versus number 72, so I mean, it is what it is. It's only 1 break, by the way. Eala's not out of this. She can come back and win. Swiatek has been up 4-2 before and lost matches. I mean, uncharacteristically, but she has. She has been up a break in the final sets of matches and then lost. I think against Eala, she was up a break in the second, lost that set. So this isn't over. As long as Eala can hold service, Swiatek just hits it wide and it's 15-love. Swiatek has, unfortunately lost some of these matches sometimes. Until Swiatek wins the match point, it's not over at all. As we get a return from Swiatek. That goes out. 30 love. 30 love. Serve again. As the return goes in, the forehand to Swiatek. Backhand out from Eala. Swiatek backhand cross. Eala gets it. Into the backhand of Swiatek as Eala forehand down the line. Goes long, and it's 30-15. 30-15. Eala is struggling in her service games, though. Yeah, she has all day. She has all day. 30-15. Eala serves. Now, Eala has to hold this game. I think we all can agree. Swiatek's not going to lose from like 4 love. But if Eala can win this game, keep the pressure on, we've got a match. As Eala serves. An ace. All right, 40-15. Might have been a first of the day. 40-15. Swiatek was the clay queen. She got very lucky in Miami. Eala won the first set here. How was that? How did she get lucky in Miami when she did it here as well? How can you say that Miami was lucky when she's seriously troubled Swiatek all day? On clay! How is that like Miami was lucky? What do you mean? Double fault, 40-30. I'm sure Swiatek's not thinking, yeah, she got lucky in Miami. And I lost the first set for fun. Like, what? Crazy. 40-30. If it was like 2-2, you'd go, maybe Swiatek wasn't her best in Miami. But this is a 3-set epic. If anything, this proves that Eala is a problem again for Swiatek. And if you play on a hard court, what the hell's going to happen? Oh, you're spamming. Oh, you're a robot. You're not a real person. Mods, ban the bot. All right, Eala holds 3-1. 3-1. Swiatek with the break. Eala is definitely a problem. I agree. I mean, when they play on hard courts again, even if Eala loses this match, if they play on hard courts again, Swiatek's going to remember Miami. She's not going to remember this because this doesn't count for hard court tennis. And Eala's going to remember, I beat you in Miami. Especially if they play in like Cincinnati or something. Eala hits a backhand winner though. Love 15. It's not over. Eala might win this one too. And then what you say? Oh, she got lucky twice. Yeah, it was very, very, very lucky. This is nowhere near epic, Cam. Hey, look, I'll tell you if it's epic or not. Don't you tell me if it's epic. I'm going to tell you if it's epic. Love 15. Serve to the forehand of Eala. Forehand from Swiatek is a winner. That's a great shot. 15-all. 15-all. Is it epic? It is intense. It's all right. 15-all. Serve. Into the back of Eala. Return goes to the forehand of Swiatek. That's a great winner again. 30-15. 30-15. Swiatek serves again. Nearly 2 hours played. Serve with the backhand is too strong. 40-15. 40-15. Still only one breaker serve. 40-15. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Eala. Good return the back of Swiatek. Eala forehand down the line goes long. 4-1. Swiatek final set. All right. How we doing, chap? Again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, let us know what city are you watching from? Because a lot of people are watching from the similar countries. But let's narrow it down a little bit. What city are you from? What city are you watching from? And I'll try and pronounce the names if I can. What city? From Jakarta? From Melbourne? Manila? Edinburgh? That's cool. Houston? Oslo? Warsaw? Dublin? Coventry? Davao? Naples? Buenos Aires? Barcelona? Sydney, London, Plymouth, Ghana, Dubai, Delhi, Cambridge, Manila, Philadelphia, Las Vegas, Cape Town, Doha, Adelaide, Transylvania, Phoenix, Abu Dhabi, Tennessee, Vancouver, Maryland, Vienna, Riyadh. We've got Kuala Lumpur in the chat, Mumbai, Bahamas, Augusta, Albany, Atlanta, Alaska. All right. Swiatek with the break 4-1 final set. Singapore in the house as well. Mexico City. Is it a 4 now from Eala goes long. Love 15. Hear me out. Comeback time. All right. Love your optimism. Love 15. Serve again. There's a fault by Eala. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in, the forehand of Eala. Eala in the net. Love 30. Love 30. Chance for a double break, Swiatek. And this has not been easy. I mean, Eala was up a set and a break twice in the second set. This could have been, for Swiatek, this could have been over. As Eala hits the back end of the net in frustration, but it's love 30. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in, the front of Eala. Swiatek backhand. As Eala comes in and hits it wide. Love 40. Swiatek to take a double break and serve for the match. Love 40. Sevastova's up 5-2 in the second. Chat, did I not say that could happen? Chat, did I not say that Penko will win a tournament and then the next week she will lose to someone totally random and that would never get Swiatek versus Penko in this tournament this week? Did I not say that, chat? Can somebody please validate me for saying something correct? Chat, I need it for my self-esteem. Love 40. There's a bit of serve now to the back of Swiatek. Return goes out. One save, 15-40. You did say that. Thank you. Whew, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, 15-40. You did say that. Yes. All right, serve into the front of Swiatek. Return goes back into Eala. Swiatek backhand. Into the backhand of Eala. Swiatek with a forehand. Again to the backhand of Eala. Swiatek with another forehand. That goes wide as well. 30-40. 30-40. Still break point for Swiatek for a double break to serve the match. 30-40. As the return goes to front of Eala. Back into Swiatek. Into the slice of Eala. Swiatek comes in. Puts it away. 5-1. The Queen of Clay is up 5-1. She's going to serve this match. She has recovered well. She has recovered strong. 5-1. She's going to serve for this match now. She was down a set and 3-2. But she has recovered strong. All right. Swiatek serving the match to avenge the Miami loss. And chat, don't you think that we don't want round 3? I don't want to see it on a clay court though. I want to see it on a hard court. Forehand goes down the line for Swiatek, and Eala can't get it. 15-love. We want to see round 3. We want to see round 3. And I don't want to see it next week in Rome. I don't want to see it at Roland Garros. I mean, look, I wouldn't mind seeing it on grass. That could be interesting. But I want to see round 3 in Cincinnati. Cincinnati. That's where I want to see it. 15-0. And Swiatek gets it out. Eala in the US Open Series is going to do some damage. Yeah, we don't even know if she can play on grass, though. Her game's aggressive enough that you think grass could be something. By the way, Swiatek still has to play Noskova in the second round, in the third round, so watch out. Things don't get any easier. All right, 15-0. As with a serve. Into the front of Eala. Return goes in the front of Swiatek. Eala with a passing shot winner. And a big shout from Eala. She's not done. She believes. 15-30. 15-30. Eala is not done yet. As with a serve. And the return goes in from Eala. Swiatek forehand. Eala gets it right. Swiatek volleys. But it's wide. 15-40. Eala jumping around. 15-40. To get one of the breaks back. $15.40. Swiatek serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Eala. Return goes wide. 30-40. 30-40. Still break back point for Eala to get one of these breaks back. Ostapenko is out. Ostapenko is out. Chat, she is out of the way. Swiatek fans, rejoice. Still break point here for Eala. 30-40. Serve to the front of Eala. Forehand from Swiatek. That goes to the back of Eala on the stretch. Swiatek comes in. Puts it away, and we get the deuce. Noskova next, but no Penko. Not this week. Not surprised? Me neither. I'm a little surprised she lost to Sevastova, who's coming back from a knee injury, but I'm not surprised Penko lost early here. All right, we get the deuce. Swiatek 2 points away from avenging her loss. Serve. Into the backhand is a let. All right, serve again. Serve again from Swiatek. This one's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Second serve. Is into the front of Eala. Good return. Eala gets another chance to break. All right, advantage Eala. To get back one of these break points. And Swiatek serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serving to the front of Eala. Good return. Swiatek backhand. Goes long. One break back. Eala shakes the fist. She's not done yet. It's a long way back, but she gets one of the breaks back. 5-2. Swiatek still leads. Do you think Alcaraz will play in Rome? Yes. Eala's not finished. Nope. No bakery today too, yep. Eala is a fighter, yep. I had Eala plus 4.5. Nice. I'd love to see a match between Alex and Fernandez. Ooh, okay. That could be interesting. Do you think Sinner will get back to winning ways right away? Or will he take a couple of shock losses? No, I don't think he'll lose when he comes back. I mean, look, it depends on who he plays, but I don't think Sinner will lose in his comeback. I think he'll win matches close, and maybe some people will be like, oh no, he lost it. But I think Sinner will be a bit rusty because he usually is. I mean, watch some of the matches he's played after long delays, right? After long breaks, he comes into tournaments and the first couple of matches he might unexpectedly play tie breaks or lose a set, right? Look at the Australian Open. He lost like the first set of the tournament or second set in his second round. He lost the first set and we're like, what the hell's going on? But he knows that like the first couple of matches he's not going to play his best. So as long as he wins, yeah, he'll be a bit rusty, but then that's just normal. He's not going to come out and win love and love. And if he does, that's kind of scary, but yeah. But I don't think Sinner's going to come out and lose unless he plays against some like clay court beasts in the first round. All right, Eala serving now to stay in the match. She just broke back, and Swiatek returns into the front of Eala. Into the back of Swiatek. Eala forehand into the front of Swiatek, who hits a winner, and it's love 15. Love 15. Love 15. As we return into the front of Eala, and Swiatek can't get it. 15-all. $15-all. Serve again. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Backhand of Eala in the net. 15-30. 15-30. Swiatek 2 points away. Serve again. There's a fault by Eala. Second serve. Serve into the forehand. Swiatek. Forehand from Eala down the line. Swiatek gets over the slice. Eala comes to the net with a forehand winner. 30-all.
Unbelievable.
30-all. Eala serves again. 30-all. Serving to the forehand. Swiatek. Good return. Eala back and down the line. Swiatek gets over the pass. It's too good. Eala just doesn't know how to go to the net. No, there's a bit of room for improvement there, but that's okay. She's not going to be perfect. She's just getting started. 30-40. Match point. Swiatek to avenge the loss. And get to the third round, which will take on Noskova, who she has struggled with in the past. Serve out wide, the back of Swiatek. Return goes in the front of Eala. Swiatek backhand down the line. Goes long, and Eala shakes the fist. We get the deuce. Eala, she's not giving up, which is scary. And we're to serve again from Eala. Into the forehand, Swiatek gets a return winner. That's just too good. Advantage Swiatek, match point 2. To take the win. And a fighting win. As we're to serve. From Eala. Into the forehand, Swiatek. Return goes into the forehand of Eala. Swiatek backhand. Into the forehand of Eala. Swiatek with the backhand again. Into the forehand of Eala. Down the line. Goes long. And Swiatek wins. No celebration from Iga Swiatek. Just a very stern look on her face as she walks to the net. I don't think she was happy with her performance today, Swiatek. Even though she won, there was no celebration. There was no, yes, I beat it. There was none of that. Almost very, kind of a disappointed look on her face as she walked to the net. But she wins. She avenges the loss. And she is into the third round. GG's. All right. But I'll tell you this, chat. Eala, even though the match wasn't great quality, still, getting a set off Swiatek on a clay court for Eala is very impressive. That is an impressive thing to do. I mean, most players don't get games off Swiatek on clay. So for her to be able to get a set off Swiatek on clay, that is encouraging for her. As a clay court, not just against Swiatek, but as a clay court, her clay court tennis gets better. To be able to get a set off Swiatek will only help her confidence for sure. By the way, if you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. We've got Fonseca coming up next. He is taking on Mola. We'll get it right eventually. Don't you worry. But GG's. Good win. And by the way, Swiatek was in big trouble. I mean, I think a lot of people look at the last set and go, she won easily. She was down a set and a break twice in the second set and fought back to win. So this could have been over in straights, and Swiatek could have been a whole different situation we were talking about going to the next match. Going to the next tournament, right? So it could have been real ugly. But Swiatek gets a win. She fights back, and she's going to have to be better against the better players. Also, Penko lost, so that helps. But Noskova awaits. And Noskova versus Swiatek is not an easy match for Swiatek. And Noskova is scary. And has beaten Swiatek. I mean, on one of the biggest stages in tennis, right? Beat her at the Australian Open. Eala needs to work on her serve. Yeah, that's definitely work in progress. Good effort from Eala. Swiatek was too good. When her level got up, I felt, Swiatek in that final set was looking so confident. She looked like herself again. That final set. A lot of errors from Swiatek in the first set. And parts of the second too. Third set, that was the Swiatek that wins clay. That's the one who wins clay tournaments. Eala needs to improve her serve. Yeah. The only thing is Noskova has done very poorly lately on clay. True, but this is also not your average clay court, right? This is a little quicker than your average clay court. It's going to, if she plays during the day, on a warm day, it could be a good thing for Noskova to, surprise Swiatek. Good warm-up for Alex before the French? Yeah, for sure. Eala, you're still a winner. Yeah, she got a set off Iga Swiatek on clay. I mean, that is not nothing. Improve the serve and net game and Eala will be fine? Yeah. And look, maybe clay won't be her best surface. And that's fine because you don't have to be a good clay courter to be a good player, right? You could go to the next tournament on a hard court, and as long as hard court's where she's going to do her best work. So it doesn't really matter. It's a bonus if she plays well on clay, but yeah, Eala's going to be, even if she doesn't play well next week in Madrid, in Rome, or even at the French, who cares? Like, when she gets back on the hard courts, that's what we're all going to be hoping she does well, right? That's where it's going to be more interesting. That's where she's going to get her wins. Have you seen the Labour Cup player list so far? Zverev and Alcaraz, Paul and Fritz? Yeah, I'm surprised Alcaraz is playing, but maybe he just needs that kind of like team environment at that part of the year like he did last year. If you watch the documentary, you'll know what I'm saying. Bad draw for Eala. Could have probably reached the fourth round if she did not play Swiatek this early. Yeah. I mean, yeah, look, we can talk about that too. I mean, we can look at that. But even though she did play Swiatek second round, it's to get a set off Swiatek is a hell of an effort. So I don't think she's leaving this tournament disappointed. Yeah, what could have been, right? She could have maybe made a fourth round. She could have, but I don't think Eala's going to leave this thinking that woe is me. I think she's going to be pretty happy with her first round. She played very solid there, won pretty easily against a very good clay courter, very experienced clay courter. And then today she gets to set off the greatest clay courter we've seen in recent years. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the greatest clay courter since on the women's side since Justine Henin, maybe. I mean, Serena obviously is an all-round GOAT, but probably the greatest clay courter since we've seen on the women's side since Justine. So I mean, you get a set off her, and you're up a set and a break, and you have an opportunity to beat her. I mean, that's something special, Alex is fearless. Yeah, and she'll stay fearless because she's got nothing to lose. Doesn't matter who she plays in the future. Like she still has nothing to lose. You were correct about Penko. Thank you. I know. I mean, we've seen it before. Unfortunately, we've seen it before with Penko, where she'll have a great week, and then the next week she'll lose somehow. All right, now we have got Fonseca taking on Molla. I'm going to get the name right by the time we watch that match. No, by the time we end that match. So that's coming up next. So jump on over here and talking amongst yourselves. We love watching Fonseca. Oh, we love watching Fonseca. But good return or good fight back from Iga Swiatek from a set and a breakdown. She gets that avenging loss over Alex Eala. Eala's going to be fine, though. She's going to feel pretty good about herself going forward. She does play, I think, next week. Hey, thank you, Silent, for the donation.
Spark
Appreciate
of
that.
Confidence is back for Iga. GG for Mila.
Thank you, Vic. And thank you, Cool. I don't know why Cool... Oh, there we go. Thank you, Cool, for the 2. All right. We'll be back in about 5 minutes to watch Fonseca taking on Molla, but Iga Swiatek wins 4-6, 6-4, 6-2. She's in the third round. She'll take on Linda Noskova. Very tough customer coming up in the next round. Make sure you stick around. If you are only an Eala fan, I implore you to stick around because we are going to be watching a lot of good tennis this week. And if you want to learn more about tennis, we've got you covered. I'll answer any questions you got about tennis. You got any, it doesn't matter if you think they're silly questions. You ask them away and we'll answer them. But Swiatek wins third round. We'll watch her in a couple of days.